Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we're here with Gordon Brown from ServPro. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris. Pleasure. Happy
Absolutely.
to be here.
So let's get started. Let's talk about yourself a little bit, and then let's talk about ServPro.
Absolutely. So, again, my name is Gordon Brown. I'm the marketing administrator for ServPro, our local Lebanon, Hanover, Littleton location. I come to ServPro with a background in sales and customer service. I've done that for 20 some odd years, and I had the opportunity to come work for Melanie and Miguel, who own this franchise, and it was a great opportunity. I'm excited to do it. I'm having a blast, so look forward to many years of this.
Okay, awesome. So what do you guys do?
Essentially, ServPro is nationally known as the cleanup and restoration. So fire, water, we come in, clean it all up, and our tagline, make like it never even happened. So ServPro will do everything from coming into, if you have a puffback, let's say. And a puffback is, so you popped open your wood stove and the smoke came up, blackened your ceilings, maybe your pellet stove. So we'll come in, clean all that up, make it go away as far as the dust residue from the smoke, and then we'll come in, repaint it, and again, the goal is like it never even happened. So we do everything from start to end.
Okay.
And ServPro, again, most people think of us as the kind of the major disaster cleanup. We've done, the major hurricanes. We'll get called out to those down south to help out because we have all the major equipment. But we do all the little things too. A home fire that maybe made some smoke damage. We need to clean out all that insulation and clean everything up and put it back. So we do that. And then a key part is we do the restoration part. So we don't just come in and tear the walls down, tear the ceilings out, get rid of everything, and say, see you later. We come in, do all that, but we also put everything back. Put the drywall back, put the ceilings back, repaint everything to the way you want it, and make sure you're a happy customer.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what type of stuff do you typically see?
The typical stuff, especially here in New England, are broken pipes. We get a lot of that with both with residential and commercial businesses where they come in the morning, let's say to a business, and the floors are just flooded, soaking wet. So we'll come in, we'll remediate that, clean it up, make sure that they're not going to have a problem going forward, mold, things like that. But a lot of mold issues, a lot of puffbacks, that smoke damage. Unfortunately, many fires will go in, and if it's a total loss, we can't do much there. But if someone had a piece of their home burnt where there's a lot of smoke damage, we have machines that'll get rid of that smell because it's tough.
Yeah.
And get rid of all that, and then of course we clean up. We recently did a job here in West Lebanon at an apartment complex. And our staff were up in the rafters, attic essentially, but I'm 5'9", you had to bend over to work there, and they had to pull out all that blown-in insulation. 80, 90 degrees outside, so like 150 in there, and they're in full white suits, masks. I mean, they work hard. I can't thank them enough for everything they do, because when I come to visit and say, hey guys, how's your day going? Great attitudes, and they are workers. I mean, that's tough work. Thank goodness I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
My gig, mine's easy.
Yeah. Well, and your gig kind of funds the rest of it, kind of in some way.
It helps, and I tell them, listen, I'm the face of the business because I'm the one out in the community, and we haven't talked about what I do initially exactly, but I'm the face. So you guys got to do a good job. Don't make me look bad, and I will do my very best always to make you look good and tout the good work you do.
Yeah, so that's a good jumping off point. Let's get into what you do for the company.
So I'm the marketing guy. Essentially, I handle the online marketing, or social media, if you will. And I have an assistant that helps with that, and she does a great job. And so we do the Facebook, LinkedIn, all the social media stuff to make sure the web community knows about us and realizes who we are. An important point to make about ServPro itself, besides what I do, ServPro is a national name. Everybody think, oh, a big, huge company. Every ServPro is a local franchise. It's a small business. It's not owned by ServPro Corporation. ServPro Corporation is there to support us with knowledge and help courses and such, but it's started by a small local business person. So they're just like they're your local business. That's all they are. So that's important to realize, because a lot of people don't. They see our bright green bands and the name, and they think, oh, that's a big company. Yeah, we're the little guy, just with a big name.
Yeah.
So my job is to make sure people know that via social media, via community events. My feeling is on the marketing end, New England, it's all about community. So branding and marketing in the ServPro world for me is about being part of that community. Trying to attend all the events I can possibly attend to show those community members that are at these events that we're a part of that community.
Yeah.
If I get involved in a charity event, that's terrific. Food drives, terrific. Fortunately, I get to play a lot of golf, and that's a tough thing. Thank you, boss. Bosses, I appreciate that. But that's a great way to be out in the community and meet some of the leaders and other folks that come and do those events. And we always try to sponsor something there, whether it be the music sponsorship or the beverage cart, or a little more than just going to play.
Yeah.
But gives us an opportunity to show them, hey, we're involved and we're giving to the community, because those events always are supporting something else. So that's my job. I go out, travel around, and visit community businesses and make sure they know who we are, and if they have a problem, we'd love the opportunity to work with them to make that right, like it never even happened.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. So you said you do commercial and residential work?
We do commercial and residential. Really handle both. Our marketing department is a growing department. We've done it certainly over the years, and it's worked well. Now we're really putting a push on it. Miguel and Melanie Perez, who own this local franchise, and Miguel started this back in 94, so he's been doing it a long time now, almost 25 years. He did all by himself for a long time, so to get it up and going.
Yeah.
And if you could imagine what we do every day and the hard work, hard to believe someone could do it themselves, but he did.
Yeah.
Now is, Melanie, they're a great partnership, and they run the office and make sure, the team knows what we need to do and how to do it. So I get terrific support there, which is awesome. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Like that. So 25 years. That's a lot of time to clean up disasters. But luckily, that's something that's always going to be around. Too,
Well,
so.
and it is, and that's an interesting point. Is that I'm not the typical, like when I was in B2B, I was trying to sell a particular product to you right here and now.
Yeah.
ServPro marketing is not that. You don't have a problem right now.
Yeah.
This building is fine, but I want the opportunity, should there ever be a problem, to be able to come in and take care of that for you.
Yeah.
So it's a marketing for the future. It's a future sale that you're working on, and that's about building a relationship, because again, New England, it's all about word of mouth, trust, because I'm not working with who I don't like. So all those are things that are important, and that's my job every day, to go out there and try to make sure people know who we are, and if there was a problem, because no one's perfect, make sure we take care of that, address it, and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So actually, that brings up a really interesting question.
yeah.
So I've only had to deal with companies similar to yours in the past, right?
Yeah.
A couple of times. And a lot of times it's, you call the insurance company and they essentially pick what company they're going to roll you with.
Yes.
Is there more room up here for kind of like picking a company that
Well,
you want?
there is, in the sense that the truth is the insurance company will do that, because many times they have those relationships, which
Yeah.
is great, but it's truly the customer's choice.
Okay.
If the insurance company says, hey, I'm going to say Joe's Cleaners over there to do this, you can say, no, I want ServPro, and they'll allow you to call, or they'll call ServPro. ServPro, again, not every ServPro is us.
Yeah.
There are numerous ServPros. I have a very large area, being New England, essentially from Newport, Sunapee, New Hampshire, to the Canadian border on the New Hampshire side. And then from Thetford, Vermont to nearly the border, well, pretty much a border against the river on the Vermont side. So it's a large territory.
Yeah.
Essentially, a ServPro franchise can do business anywhere they wish, that the customer wishes.
Yeah.
I can't go market anywhere.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have to stay in my region. I can't infringe on other franchises, and that's just respect for they're our competitor, even though they're ServPro, they're not us, but we respect them and try not to do that. And it works well. I can do a job in White River. It's not my territory as far as ownership, but if a customer calls and says, "Hey, we'd like West Lebanon or Lebanon, Hanover, Littleton, ServPro to come do this," sure, I can do that. I cannot go over and visit their insurance companies without being invited, and I don't. And same with them. Our competitors don't do that to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to your point, insurance companies themselves, they're my main customer, if you will, in my position. That's who I visit every day.
Yeah.
And you just want to remind them, don't forget us, and make sure if there's a problem, that we're resolving that, so they'll give us that second chance.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't run into that a lot. I don't, but there are a lot to choose from, and you've got to do good work, and you've got to do it quickly. And when I get a sheet every time we finish a job, customer fills out a survey, if you will, a 1 to 10, and those are very important to me, to be able to look at those and know the customer was happy. And if it wasn't, to be able to go to the production manager and say, what happened here and what can we do? And again, I have a great support team, from the production staff, the folks that go out and do the work every day, to the production managers, as well as the folks that go out and bid our jobs for us. So it's a great team up there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I keep as you talk, I keep coming up with these really fun questions.
That's good. I like questions.
So, the surveys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this a lot, but there are quite a bit. I get companies who either are offended or they try as hard as they can not to get negative surveys. Now, I think that actually hurts companies in the long run.
I agree.
Is that typically how you do things?
Yeah, and I will tell you, I get good feedback from ServPro corporate, and we're a family, the ServPro franchises, even if we are competitors as well, and we bounce things off each other. And I got some great feedback from a company, a ServPro down in Worcester, Mass, that runs out of there, and they were kind enough when I first came on to let me come down and do some training with their folks. And like they said, when we talked about that, is everybody wants that 5-star.
Yeah.
Y'all want it. And you don't like the negatives. But the truth is, I want to be sitting around a 4.2 or 4.3, 4.5. I don't mind, because it's not real. Nobody's perfect. If they have a 5 and they have a lot of reviews, it's not real. Somebody's deleting something, because no one's perfect. You're not going to make every client completely happy every time. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So my goal, sure, I want a 5. I shoot for a 5, but I'm very happy if I can maintain a 4.3, 4.2, 4.3. Because the truth is, you don't get that many reviews. Hate to say, I work really hard trying to get those, and folks just don't have the time. They appreciate what you did, but the truth is, and you've been doing this for a while, people who take time to go on the internet to say things, it's generally the negative things.
Yeah.
The people that are happy are just happy. They're done with it. But people who are unhappy, they want everybody to know.
Yeah.
So the truth is, your numbers generally will be down. So it's a real work to keep them up there.
Yeah. Cool. I like that. And I like that the company generally doesn't penalize you for that either.
No, they get it, and they're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't as a customer. If I go on and I see somebody with all 5s and they've got a bunch of reviews, there's something not really right about that.
Yeah.
I'm an avid reader. I'll give you an example. I'm an avid reader. I read because I drive a lot. Audiobooks. And I always look for the ratings. And I've read some books that are like amazing. The Martian, one of the best movies come out in years. Terrific book. It doesn't get a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Nothing gets a 5-star rating that's real. unless you got one review or two.
Yeah.
Then it might be real. But if you've got any number, you're just not going to do it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Awesome. So, is there anything we haven't covered that you want to discuss?
Simple, ServPro was started, kind of the background, started by a couple named Ted and Doris Isaacson in 1967 as a painting company. They started that, and as of 2017, actually this year, they're at 1,700 plus franchises. Now they're passed on now, but the kids are still running part of the business. But that's 51 years ago. And Miguel has been there half that time.
Yeah.
And Miguel and Melanie, again, I can't say enough about them. They care about the staff, they care about the job, and they care about the community. And they live right here locally. And again, it's Lebanon, Hanover, Littleton, ServPro of Lebanon, Hanover, Littleton. And so we are different. We're not all the same. Some of the reviews I get, they're not always me. And that's okay. I can live with them if it's a good one, but if it's a bad one, that's hard to swallow. And you can't fix those; they're nearly impossible. So it's important for customers to know if they call and say, "Hey, I want ServPro of Lebanon, Hanover, Littleton." They got to make that piece clear.
Yeah.
Not just ServPro, because then they'll call corporate. They'll figure it out. But we're a small business. It's important that the work I do every day, the work the staff does and doing great jobs, that it's recognized properly. And I get it. Before I came to ServPro was just ServPro. I didn't know any difference between this one and one in some other town.
Yeah.
But the difference is different local owners and essentially really a different business.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to be it for today. So everyone be good and have a good weekend. That's it for today, everyone, but it doesn't have to end there. Head over to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or iHeartRadio to get more from New Hampshire's top entrepreneurs.